Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in the state of Pennsylvania. We're currently in the city of Philadelphia. Today we're going to be doing a walk to the Temple University campus that's located in North Philadelphia. It's about 75 degrees right now. We're walking down Broad Street. We're at the intersection of Broad and Thompson Street. We're about a block and a half, almost 2 blocks away from the Temple campus. We're capturing footage right now in 8K, 24 frames per second resolution for your viewing pleasure. It's downsized to 4K because YouTube doesn't allow you to play videos any higher than 8K resolution. Their players only go up to 4K. So you can adjust the quality in your YouTube's browser settings. Click the little gear wheel and a drop down menu will show you the tab that you got to click to change your resolution. You can watch it as low as 480 and as high as 4K resolution. Got a bunch of kids hanging out of the window over there. There's a bunch of kids hanging out the window. You got some students over there working on the campus, practicing, playing. I believe they're playing soccer. Probably training. We're now approaching Broad and Master. I said this several times, but every time I pass this building on my right, I feel like this is some sort of government building that looks out of place. Even though it's the Leon H. Sullivan Human Services Center, which is probably just human resources or whatnot, maybe just public service, whatever they provide, you know, nonprofit organization, something like that. But I feel like it's some type of Men in Black, like top secret facility. Like they probably got something going on underground. Say, no, I'm kidding. You could probably use it for like a movie set, right? I feel like this would make like a good like CSI Miami type of, or not Miami, but CSI Philly. You got the YMCA across the street on my left hand side. Check out the building across the street. Look at that building, that reddish building. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that reddish building in between those two row style buildings. Look how historical that building looks. Woo! I would love to live in that. I think that'll be pretty cool. All right, guys, we're approaching Jefferson, Broad and Jefferson. We have a food cart on our left-hand side, probably the Allah or gyro carts, which when people need a quick meal, this is where they stop. They stop by the food cart. Chicken gyros, chicken salad, veggie over rice, combo rice platter, fish platters, and more. All right, we're at Jefferson. On our left-hand side, we have another pretty cool looking building. Check it out. They just chose a different type of material when they constructed that, which is pretty cool. So what's interesting about this plaza right here on my right-hand side, to my knowledge, this plaza right here was one of the first black-owned plazas in the area. Check this out. It says it right here. Sullivan Progress Plaza, first shopping center in the U.S. owned and operated by African Americans. It was established in 1968 by Rev. Leon H. Sullivan, Zion Baptist Church members, and the local black community. Its success attracted national attention. It led President Nixon to fund the Progress Development Services Corp to aid black nationwide with commercial development projects. It encouraged black capitalism, inspiring similar economic ventures, which is pretty cool considering that it's located here in Philadelphia. So that's some real history right there. We're walking over the train. Yeah, but that's pretty cool that this whole plaza was owned by, at the time, minorities. Like, that was a big accomplishment to be the first in the country. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. All right, guys, so you're gonna start seeing a lot of students. We're at Broad and Oxford. Now, even though this is a college campus, it's not safe from crime. On several occasions, there's been robberies here. Students have been mugged. There's been random shootings that have nothing to do with the students that take place here in and or around campus. That AMC, they made that recently. That whole entire plaza was made within the last decade and a half. You got Morgan's Hall over here on our right hand side. So we're gonna actually walk through the campus. I'm just gonna cut through the blocks till we get to the opposite side, which will be the hood. On my left-hand side, you'll see a bunch of businesses. China Star, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Steak Burgers, Oh Brother, T-Mobile, Hair Fashion and Beyond, Lux Nail Bar, Bank of America, and more. And here on our right, you got people eating. There's a food court in there for the students, as you can see. A lot of this area is dedicated to the college students. A lot of the businesses, they have big names like Wendy's, Qdoba, Domino's, T-Mobile, and stuff like that. Even though they serve the public, they're geared towards being for the college students, like the bookstore, the Wendy's, and all that. They got a Chipotle around the corner on campus, and a lot of these businesses end up providing jobs and employment for the students. That's how you get onto the Broad Street subway, Broad Street subline. All right, so we're gonna go and now start walking towards the actual center of the college campus. They're playing music over here. There's a dude that usually break dances. Yeah, he's over there. There's some young guys who go over there and they like pop lock and they break dance and they do all that cool stuff. Then over here, they skateboard. This is a spot where they like to come and skateboard at. Yeah, so these are dorms right here. These really tall buildings, these are dorms. We're on Park Ave. Right now we're walking through the campus. You got a little water fountain over there. You see that? The dude said the buildings are burning. What in the world is he talking about? Am I missing something? Is that like code for something? The buildings are burning.
For the same thing that I paid for right now. It really looks like everyone has the same.
So I remember when I used to be a part of the YSP program, Young Scholars Program, I used to have all access to the campus, right? So there used to be a cart right here. They changed this whole building right here. This building wasn't here before. There was a different building here. They remade that. But there was a little cart that used to be parked right here. Before all those carts were there, to be honest. Before all those carts were there was a little Italian cart, and they made meatball sandwiches. Oh, man, they used to be slamming. I was like 13, 14, and I used to be out here, and I used to always be sitting like right out here. Always sitting right out here with a meatball sandwich. I used to love them things. Because a lot of the old buildings look pretty cool.
That man has your fucking number.
You got Charles Library over here. Check it out. Look at the odd shape of that. It's a strange shape of a library, right? Check out this eagle. An eagle. Can't eagle. The owl. Y'all gonna roast me. Y'all gonna roast me for that so-called eagle. No, my bad. First bird that came to mind was an eagle. That was an owl. Whoo, whoo. It was a really odd shaped building, right? Alright, we're at 13th and Paulette Walk. Now, if we keep walking up about another 2 to 3 blocks, we'll be right back in the hood. We're approaching the College of Liberal Arts, Gladfelter Hall and Mercer Hall, or Mazur Hall, I should say. We have several more eateries for the students on our right-hand side. You can see that SEPTA rail. Oh, that SEPTA John ran by. So what's that? Regional Rails? I just saw it. The track we passed earlier that I questioned, I just saw a train run on it, and it was the SEPTA. Because that's the one that the college students get here right with, right? This is the one that they get here with. I think it takes you from county to county. And now we're approaching 11th Street. So as we continue to move forward, we're on 11th and Berks. The next block, literally, it starts changing. And in the next 6 to several blocks, it becomes the hood again. Even right here next to the college, even right here, there was a project. There was a project right there. See, that's the Norris Apartments. You see the sign? Now, there's still a couple of the buildings up, but majority of the original Norris Apartments, they knocked down. And they just made that. That whole entire building right there is new. Yep. Check that out. Now leasing. You see that big, giant, what used to be factory? Now what's it say? Apartments. Now leasing apartments. I don't think they ever would have imagined when they made those warehouses and those factories, and originally they had them in mind to be businesses. You know, they expected generations of families being able to live off of the income that was generated through those buildings. I don't think they ever thought that people would be living in them, calling them home, and, you know, sectioning them off to 200 separate apartments. You know what I mean? Then they charge probably like $3,000 an apartment times 200 apartments. You do the math. There goes that train. And then look, you got the Temple University campus map right here. So if you went to school here, or if you needed to get anywhere on campus, there's a little legend. And it tells you where everything's at. And now when you ever hear anyone goes to school in Temple University, you know that they in the hood. They in North Philly. They're really in the hood with it. They're next to a lot of history, but they're around a real gritty area. They got several rough neighborhoods around them.